What's going on, guys? It's Jonathan. This is the second episode of Melatonin Dreams. This is the series where I go through the very weird, very cryptic, but sometimes very symbolic dreams that I've been having since taking melatonin. I don't know if these dreams are specifically brought on by melatonin, but they're interesting nonetheless, and I had to start a video series on it. This is also the first video on my Facebook business page, and the first channel on my new-ish channel. I made an announcement recently that I would be putting all of my videos from now on onto this channel. Just to make things a little bit easier for you guys, so you're not having to hop from channel to channel to channel, and it helps the algorithm a little bit too. But and before I start this, I want to make sure I stay on topic with this video. I don't want to ramble, but I want to say something. So recently, I'm not going to get into it, but I've been going through a lot of hard times lately. And it wasn't until a week ago when my sister sent me this motivational video. And when I watched that, something clicked. And I've made simple changes to my life to little by little make things better. And I've been going back and forth wondering if this is rose-colored glasses or if I'm having these good visions and a positive attitude because I am working to make my life better. So I don't know where my life is going, but I do have an ambition, many ambitions. And I think if I continue to make my life better, keep it consistent, things will be fruitful. I will be rewarded for it. I'm not trying to go on and on about myself. Like I said, I want to stick with this topic, but I just wanted to make that clear. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the episode. So, this starts off with this first dream starts off at one of the stores that I used to work at. I remember my mom being there, and she wanted to buy this grow light for her plants because it was wintertime and there was no way for her plants to get sunlight. After getting this house plant, this lady shows up and she demonstrates why this grow light is so confusing, and that there are actually 3 separate parts of the grow light, and that she only purchased one part even though it wasn't clear, and she had been scammed. She was basically telling my mom, hey, this is not a package deal. You have to buy all 3 parts to this grow lamp, because I didn't. I bought one grow lamp and I got scammed. Next, this dream involves me running into my coworkers and old managers pretty regularly everywhere I went, particularly at the grocery store and at my old job. There was one point in the dream where I saw a pattern. There was some sort of algorithm, sort of like today's internet, that kept track of my every move, and one of my bosses used that algorithm to see where I was going and used it to his advantage. He would put stuff in my way or manipulate me so that I would do something stupid for his and others' amusement. There was one point before this scene of the dream where something really funny happens in the corner of my old workplace. It was at the back, kind of at the right corner of the building. So I'm trying to put my finger on what it was exactly that I saw in that back corner, but I think it involved a tub of OxyClean spilled over next to some kind of sticky liquid. Maybe it was old soda, something like that. In this dream, this was funny to me, so I took a picture of it and sent it to one of my old coworkers. He sort of like popped He pops from out of nowhere from one of the aisles and smiled and laughed. The next scene in this dream, I walked to the old grocery store I worked at, and I saw one of my old coworkers, and since there was that algorithm tracker thing, he knew my every move too and was laughing at me when he saw me. I remember him and his kids were in the produce section going through the bananas, and there were piles of bananas, and he introduced me to his kids. At this point, it flashes to a scene in my old high school. I'm in the commons area walking around, and I think of a multicolored collage of my old coworkers' kids, and I remember meeting, but their faces were somehow molded with mine, and I was like, wow, so-and-so's kids look like me? What? The next dream is in the snow and ice. In this first part of the dream, I was very physically fit, and I was really into running back and forth from this particular route by my parents' house. Sorry. And I had done it many times. Like I said, this particular day in the dream, it was snowy and icy. I was at my starting point, which was in an open gravel area, and I had this confidence to get to my destination like I'd done so many times before in the dream. At least I thought retrospectively that in the dream this was a familiar pattern. And I was ready to take off. I had my GPS with me in case I'd get lost. This was in a very heavily forested area mixed with roads towards me at the end of the route. Just as I was getting ready to take off, my sister urges me not to do it because it isn't a smart idea. She said that there are much smarter ways of getting there and that I'm wasting my time. She says I'm not a fast runner like I think I am and that I'll slip and fall on the ice. She's probably right. Next, I turn to my right and I see my uncle go Tokyo Drift style in this off-road type vehicle, sort of like an ATV. It had like a snowplow style mixed with an ATV. He was laughing because he's pretending like he's gonna run me over. He gets out, and I find the reason why he's laughing is because the ATV had no grip. He laughs and makes a comment about the ATV manufacturer, and my stepdad, who was standing there, joins in on it, and they're just kind of talking smack about how crappy this manufacturer makes these ATVs. I remember seeing a log cabin in this area too. I have the feeling my mom and sister lived there in this dream. So yeah, a pretty strange one, but I think there are a few takeaways there. One is that the internet is watching our every move, and it makes everyone feel like they're being watched everywhere they go, because quite frankly, in some ways, they are. And I might sound crazy, but I swear, like, whenever I'm in a message conversation with somebody, or if I'm having a private conversation with somebody, with not even using a messaging service or anything like that, not posting it, if I'm sitting, let's say, in a kitchen and I'm talking to my friend, it just seems like minutes after I get these ads about that conversation. And many people have argued that the reason why this is happening is because the ad companies are kind of learning your behavior and how your mind works. That's probably part of it, but man, I'm skeptical, man. Anyway, I'm not trying to make some weird conspiracy, but for the icy and snowy dream, I think I was having it because recently I've been trying to get fit and healthy, and I'm sure people can relate, but there are always going to be people who doubt you. And now my sisters are always supportive, so I don't know why my sister was the doubter in that dream, but she just happened to be there. Now, the other parts of these dreams don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like in the last episode, these can either be random or have some sort of symbolism way beyond my comprehension. Alright guys, that does it for this episode. Join me for the next episode of Melatonin Dreams. Hope you all enjoyed. Also, before I end this video, I have a set schedule for all of my content. I'm kind of forgetting right now the exact order. After today, I have I have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday just to rest and create material, think things over, just kind of plan things out. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are all my content days. I will put them in the description, or I might try to finagle a way to put it on maybe the banner on my YouTube channel, but it is also on my Facebook business page. So if you're curious and you want to know what my content schedule is, go down there. All right, that's enough rambling for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.